Today, I continue learning another clip from Friends. Learn English with Julie Roberts on Friends. Julie Roberts is a very famous actress, and in this clip, she acts as one of Chandler's old classmates. When they met, Chandler pumped into her on the street. She's kind of very happy, very beautiful, of course, and she mentioned about an incident that Chandler makes her feel humiliated in fourth grade. Chandler took off her clothes and left her with only the panties in the entire auditorium. So, but now she sounds like she overcomes that feeling and she wants to date Chandler, and they end up with kissing each other in a room. The thing is that when Chandler really wants to have sex with Susie is the name of Julie in this clip. Susie says shoot. 30 more minutes for the reservation, and Chandler said no, just as I planned, just 2 or 3 minutes tops. But after that they went to the restaurant and she kind of talked dirty to him, like, oh, I want to have the eyes and to lick on your body. And Chandler said, oh, is it because I went to all boy high school, so now God is making up for it. And they end up they were in the restroom, and she told Chandler to wear her panties, and it will be more sexy if he does not let the shirt tuck into it. And after that she took all of his clothes, including shirts, pants, shoes, and run. And Chandler said, dude, it's been from fourth grade. Why are you still upset about it? And she said, yeah, let's call me in 20 years after this and tell me if you are still upset about this. And she just ran. After that, Joey and Ross show up in the restroom and they kind of making fun of Chandler. And Chandler said he will give somebody, each of them, any of them, $50 if they give him the panties. And Joey said, no, I don't wear panties. And Joey and Chris and Chandler said, how could you not wearing panties? And Joey said, yeah, to get heat from the guy wearing a thong. So let's dive into the clip and start and learn. Oh shoot, we gotta go. Got a reservation in 30 minutes. Shoot is a more polite or innocent way to say shit. You see, what I have planned shouldn't take more than 2-3 minutes tops. We say tops, 2-3 minutes tops. We say tops to mean at most. We usually use it when we're talking about time to mean no later than, or an amount of money to mean no more than. You want me to wear your panties? Many times when an N is before a T, as in 20 or panties, we drop the T and pronounce 20 or pennies. So even though the standard pronunciation is internet, counter, turns out he's kind of stupid, internet billionaire, as you smashed it on the counter, and he was top embarrassed to say anything. In the following clip, see how Sheldon says identify and the professor say identify and the professor say identify. Panties is another name for women's underwear. We would not use panties to refer to men's underwear, but rather undies. If I was wearing your underwear, what would you be wearing? This is a second conditional sentence. We use this type of conditional sentence to talk about a hypothetical or imaginary situation in the future. If I had $1 million, I would buy a big house. You are swell. This is another way to say someone or something is great. That was a swell party. He's a swell guy. How come on I can't think about is putting that ice in my mouth. However, there is a very subtle difference with how come you are not just questioning, you are also expressing a level of surprise. So in why are you late, you're asking for an explanation. But if a person you know is always punctual and you are surprised she's come late to work, you would ask, how come you are late? We also might just say, how come? I didn't even eat lunch today. Really? How come? Because I went to an all boys high school and God is making up for it. The opposite is an all girls school. I want to make up for the wrong I did to you. But you know what would be even sexier? Not just how she pronounces, but you know, as but you know. This is called assimilation, and it happens when a word ends in T and the next begins with Y. All right, now I would like to see you wearing nothing but them. Take off your clothes off. I hope you realize this means we're gonna miss hearing about the specials. In the context of dining, a special is a particular promotional dish not usually on the menu, but is served on a particular day. It's very common for restaurants in the United States to have rotating, frequently changing daily and nightly specials. If you eat a restaurant in the USA, the waiter will usually tell you about the specials shortly after you sit down. So this is what Chandler is referring to. Oh, somebody's been doing his Buns of Steel video. Buns of Steel was a popular 80s and 90s video-based workout programs that focus on toning and crowing the buttocks. Buns is an informal name for buttocks, and steel is type of metal. Buns or butts are considered more appropriate words compared with ass. How could you still be upset about that? What are you still doing here? I thought you guys took off. The first time you try panties and someone walks off with your clothes. This expression also means to leave, but we never say I walk off as we say I take off. Rather, we say walk off to describe the action of someone leaving, especially in an abrupt manner. A random guy gave me his tickets to the game and walked up through the crowd. Someone's flossing. To floss is the action that you see here. We can imagine that Joey says he's flossing because of Susie's underwear looks on him. Hi, Tushi. Tushi is another word for buttocks. However, it is mostly used by or with children, so it's a funny word for us to use. Oh, I'm getting heat from the guy in the hot pink tongue. To get heat from someone means to receive criticism. I'm gonna get heat from my boss for being late. Another similar expression is to take heat, which means to receive and endure criticism. As part of the customer support team, she's used to taking heat from angry customers. If you are the one delivering the criticism, you would be giving heat. His boss gave him heat for arriving late when he's wearing a tongue. Okay, that's it.